Hello and welcome to the Called and Capable podcast, conversations with leaders living their calling. I'm your host, Sarah Sillers, and this is where purpose fuels leadership. We'll dig into questions like, what's my calling and how do I lead through it with guests who have been there. Let's step into their stories together and find clarity and strength. Hey everyone, Sarah here. Welcome back. We've explored my story of spotting a workplace problem, then we covered the strategy of how my formula saved the struggling business. So today we're going to talk about the payoff of everything. So I had taken a company from collapse to thriving with the called and capable formula. If you want a team that hits goals and sticks around, this is for you. So let's wrap it up. Back at the company, we had been through it. The staff was gone, direction was weak, productivity just completely tanked. But after listening and leading, things began to shift. In Psalm 37:4, it says, "Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." My desire was to see them succeed, and it happened. God really blessed that. Ever wonder what an aligned team could do for you? That's the payoff that we're unpacking today. Here's what came out of the called and capable formula. Turnover stopped, people stayed because they felt heard and valued. Productivity soared, roles fit, and so did the workflow. So what about the owner's vision and the weak direction? Because remember, we touched on that the last couple weeks. Well, now it's crystal clear and on track. You may be asking about the owner's vision and that weak direction within that company, but guys, let me tell you, it's crystal clear and the company got back on track. It just needed a purpose-led vision. I listened, rearranged, and unlocked the strengths with the Strength Starter Kit. Warren Bennis said, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality, and that's what I saw, reality from rubble. Some hesitated at first, but results spoke. You can do this too. Less chaos, more growth. I felt so honored watching this unfold. God took my persistence and made it real. It's not just about fixing, it's about living. Imagine your team aligned, strong, and moving forward. That's the payoff of leading with purpose, and it's within reach. I promise you guys. Some of you may be asking what comes next. And if it's okay, I would like to share a little bit with you about how I serve leaders and their businesses. It may be a great fit for some, but maybe not necessarily others. But if you're saying yes and you want more for you and your team, let's go ahead and see what I can do for you. I'm actually hosting a Called and Capable Formula one-day workshop intensive. We'll use Strength Starter Kit to transform your crew in one day. You can go ahead and apply at calledandcapablepodcast.com/workshop. So that's the payoff from chaos to capable. And hey, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you're walking away with some fire in your soul. And if this lights you up, please hit that subscribe button wherever you're tuning in on. And that way you don't miss a single episode. I'm all about keeping you encouraged to chase your God-sized dreams and live your calling with everything you've got. Next week, we have an author who is grounded in biblical truth. She loves to encourage young minds through her youth fiction to see the world from an inspired perspective. Be sure to tune in. Remember, the world needs what you alone have to offer. So let's do it together, and I'll catch you on the next episode. That's a wrap for this episode of the Called and Capable podcast. Thanks for joining us. If today's interview sparks something, whether it's clarity on your path or motivating you to succeed, don't stop here. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen, and catch the video version on YouTube or Rumble. Be sure to grab your free capability audit checklist at calledandcapablepodcast.com/audit. Until next time, keep chasing what you're called to do because you are capable. See you soon.